Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello farmers and welcome back to Mercury Farms. Got the Case Puma all set up. I've already done a Helen around the tree field. That's what we're in. I set him off on a worker. I figured doing a Helen, he should be good enough to get this field right here weeded today, and maybe later on he could do this field here once it gets fully weeded out. Not weeded out, but weeded. If it was fully weeded out, I wouldn't need to weed it. Yeah, until the field gets full of weeds. Then you can come over here and go ahead and weed it out. But later on, hopefully as well, I need to fertilize this field, and obviously this field as well. But our main objective today, nope, that's my truck, already set to go. I made sure the corn header, or this header, does more than corn, obviously, does sunflowers as well, is pretty much all set to go. They're pretty much all full repaired, pretty close to being full repaired. I figured we do the smaller field first, because that way I can harvest it and get it out of the way. That way you see a little bit of harvesting today, because when it gets over to the livestock market field, that's where a helper is going to come in, because we will be in the Dutes Far putting down some sugar beet up there at the BGA field. And at some point, and probably pretty soon, once we get enough cash, which I only need another $6,400, let's just say, and yeah, we'll be buying some more cows, but I will have to lease a trailer because I do not have one. So I gotta make a little bit of money somewhere, some way, somehow, which is usually property income. So every hour, I think I'm making, I don't know what I'm making every hour, I kind of forgot, but I think it's a couple grand every hour, so it won't take us too long to get there. But obviously selling the sunflowers, that's going to get us there pretty easily today for sure. Yeah, I'm hoping for a good yield in the big field over by the livestock market field, because yeah, I want the cash to bring to the Pacific Northwest so I can buy some fields, as I said before in previous episodes. But just seeing how this field here will yield is going to tell us a lot. So yeah, if I can get a full combine out of here, that's a pretty good yield, I think, because the field, as you can see, is not that big. And since I just made one headland around here and I'm already 1/3 of the way full, yeah, it should be a pretty good yield. I don't know if I should go sell the sunflower when I get done. I mean, I'm not going to have a full trailer because the trailer holds 90,000 liters, but it'll give me the cash I need to go buy the cows. But I think I'll just hold off on doing that, because I don't want to go up to deliver to Windmill Hill and then not make another delivery for a while, because the price will start to drop, I think. So I think by the time we harvest this and then get up to the BGA field with the Dutes Far and our seed roll and put down some sugar beet, so enough time should pass, maybe I'll have enough cash to go ahead and do the cows. But yeah, the cows easily should be purchased today after we make our sale. I will lose some cash here and there by hiring some workers, but you know, I can't do everything myself. But yeah, let's see how much we can get off of this field, which it looks like it's going to be a pretty decent yield. And if you forgot, the price for sunflowers is like it's $1,200 and something. I kind of forgot myself. $1,238 maybe, somewhere in that area. So obviously for every 1,000 liters we get, we're going to get over $1,000. So just kind of roughly eyeball it off there. So already I got like $8,000 worth of sunflower seed in this harvester ourselves, which would be enough to buy the cows. But like I said, let's wait until we get a full trailer and then we'll bring it up. I also got to pick up some straw. I probably need to get on making the total mix rations. I would also like to do is lease out that wood chipper and go up there to our grass fields and get rid of all those trees in the fields. So next time I go to harvest some hay, which is going to need to be kind of soon, because buying 40 more cows, obviously, they're going to require more total mix rations that way. Yeah, so next time around, I think it'll be time to unload into our trailer. If I can make it that far around, which I should be able to. And as what to replant in the 2 sunflower fields that we have, I'm not going to concern myself with that at the moment because I got to get all the other fields prepped. Well, they're not prepped, but like that field over there at canola, that's in the last growth stage, so I definitely need to get over there with the Case Puma and get that fertilized to get my extra 30%. Something like that. Looks like the Case Puma is getting near the tree, in the tree field, so see how he works around that. Why did you stop there? What are you doing? I have no idea what that worker's doing. Not a clue. He may need some help. As long as he gets most of it done, I'm okay with it. Alright, I think I should be able to fit the rest of the field into here. At least I think. Then of course it all depends on what these fields require. I don't think this field's going to require anything. I think this is only the second harvest since I put down the line. And I think the same can be said for the livestock market field because we had sugar beets in it the first time, and then sunflowers. And I'm thinking after sunflowers in the big field, maybe soybeans would be the way to go. Yeah, soybeans sounds good. And there's no way the Case Puma is done weeding that field, so yeah, he's all confused. So maybe what I'll do is once I get this masher going in the livestock market field, I'll have to help him out just a little bit before we go up and do some sugar beet seeding. Well, with one field already set and done, let's go ahead. That's a lot of sunflower. A lot of cash. That's the way I'm seeing it right now. A lot of cash. Alright, sir. Or ma'am, depending on the case. Looks like my twin brother in a way. Alright, heat is off. And yeah, the field does not need or require anything. Let me come over here. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see why you kind of quit. Because you cannot handle stage 2. Oh, I've had the problem twice now with this field, I do believe, hitting stage 2. It's not what I asked for. Well, we got most of it done, I suppose. This field didn't hit stage 2, did it? Stage 2, too? Stage 2 also. It has not yet, although some of the crops are starting to hit their second stage. So I think what I'll do is we'll have to get a headland done here, and then we'll send them off on a worker. Yeah, I think the last time I put crops in that tree field, I did the same thing. Got halfway done weeding, or just barely started weeding, and had the same issue. I was wondering why the worker was doing a whole bunch of weird stuff. I'm like, why is he having problems? Now I know why. He could have called and told me on the radio, like, hey, dude, this field hit stage 2. I can't do that with the equipment you gave me. So we'll get a headland done here. I probably, yeah, there's not much room to turn around in here, I think, on a worker. He'll leave little bits here and there. So help him out by doing a headland all the way around. And that way he's got room to maneuver. Hopefully I can finish this up before our harvester gets full, but let's be honest, if it fills up every 3 seconds, I'm not going to complain either. So probably a little bit of jumping around today, only because our harvester is going to fill up at a reasonable rate. So I don't know if I can get the BGA field all seeded in a time it takes for the harvester to fill up. But honestly, I need to harvest the sunflower first. That's the main goal of today because the price is like the best. I don't know if it's the best I've seen on here, but it's right up there. I do believe I planted oats in this field. Wait, does this field not have... Oh, it still does not have weeds in this corner of the field. Well, maybe by the time it gets over here... No, why? How can I be in stage 2? Oh, man. So we're hitting stage 2 on parts of the field and just barely getting weeds in other parts. Oh, man, that is kind of... Yeah, you know what I wanted to say, don't you? It's a kick. Well, we'll send this guy off in a worker, and hopefully he can keep ahead of the weed line, which I doubt he will. I think what I'll do is I'll do a couple more headland. I'll set him up. Yeah, I'll set him off on the direction that we're going. Usually I send him up and down the field this way, but the way the weeds are coming in, I'm going to have to set him off on a worker this way, and hopefully he can stay ahead of them. Alright, get going, dude. Stay ahead of the weeds. And good luck with that, because usually this doesn't work. Alright, so where's my truck? Here's my truck, because our combine harvester is already hollering at me and saying, hey, dude, I'm almost full. You were supposed to bring the truck and trailer over. And I'm like, yeah, I'm on it. Kind of. So off of this field here, we got just shy of 12,000 liters. So we'll just say that's roughly $14,000, give or take. Yeah, it looks like the harvester is, yep, he's stopping. And of course, the pipe is always, it seems like it's always facing towards the crop. They should invent a harvester where the auger out pipe is like in the center and you can pivot it to one way or the other. Maybe someone already does that. I don't know. But what we do know is looks like 2.5 trips up and down the field gives us a full combine. Yep, and our weeder has completed his job because the weeds are just too much for him. So it looks like I'm going to have to use this sprayer. Or what I can do is just go down halfway down the field and start him on a worker. He can get half the field done, hopefully. Can't see over there. Can't see over the hill. I mean, if we get the field weeded a little bit, that's fine. If not, well, that's fine as well. We got the herbicide sprayer, and really, it's not going to cost me that much extra to spray it. All right, sir, you go back on a worker. Yeah, the fields, yeah, I'm not going to be able to keep up with that. You know what? I'll tell you what. We'll just start him off at the bottom of the field, and he can work his way back up. And however far he gets, yeah, the weeds are just growing too fast. But we'll start him off at the bottom and see how far he gets, and he gets up as far as he gets. That's all I can say at this point. All right, put that down. So it'll save us a little bit on herbicide, but it is what it is. Alright, so what I need to do is hop into the Deuce Fire, fire her up. And I do believe I already set it up for sugar beet, which I did, so we got a full tank of seed and fertilizer. So I will be doing some jumping around, obviously, because I'm not going to be able to seed this field as fast as we are collecting some sunflower seed. But this thing is motoring up here rather quick. Looks like I'm not the only one dealing with weeds, as other farmers' fields have weeds in them, obviously, as they do. Also overnight, I don't think I said so at the end of last episode when we slept in the night, but our bunker silo is done fermenting. So I got 1.4 million liters of silage sitting over there, which is going to come in handy. Alright, in go the sugar beets. See how far I can get before our combine is full. I probably am not even going to get these the headlands taken care of. Meaning I probably won't even be able to get down to the other end of the field and going to say, hey, combine's 80% full. And if she keeps filling up that fast, that means a lot of cash. Alright, 2 headlands done here. That way if I decide to set him off on a worker, he'll have no problems whatsoever. And really, the worker may be the best idea I have today. I don't get many of those. So yeah, we got plenty of silage. I think I got a decent amount of hay. Straw is not hard to come by, especially now that we got oats planted in that field. So yeah, I can get more straw. But definitely getting some more hay, which means the grass field. Yep, I'm not going to get a headland done, am I? But yeah, I want to take care of that grass field. But I think it's going to cost me somewhere around $4,000 to lease that wood chipper. But I should get some of that cash back with the wood chips that we're going to get from all those trees. And I shouldn't have it for more than an hour. But what I want to see, at least where I'm going to do it, is I want to at least head up to the other end of the field here with the deuce fire. I want to see how slow it, the Cedral slows down the deuce fire compared to what the T8 was doing. I mean, I know this deuce fire is going to do better than what the T8 does because it's almost got, like, I don't know, 70 to 80% more horsepower. Then, like I said, I'll probably set him off on a worker because I do have some things I need to do, like taking care of our harvester. So what I might do is, like, we'll set this guy up on a worker. I think we'll grab the case Puma because pretty soon he's going to be done, and we'll have to go grab the sprayer, and we'll have to go spray these fields. And then after we get done spraying it, if we're still harvesting, which I'm sure we will, I'll grab the fertilizer spreader, and we'll take care of the fields as well, get them all double fertilized. Yeah, so we are slowing down just a tad bit with the Cedral, not much. Alright, so let's set this guy off in a worker. I'll make sure he overlaps us a little bit because I may not have driven in a straight line, which would be a shocker. Alright, he is off and going. Or it's like, where's my truck? He's hiding behind the number 5. I'm coming, dude. There you go. Now you should be able to handle that for a while. How are we doing here? And yep, that's as far as you're going to get. So let's turn you off. At least when the weeds hit the second stage, it's easier to see. So when I grab the sprayer, it's not going to be too hard to figure out where I need to go. The only question is, do I need to put some herbicide in there? And the answer to that is going to be... I'm going to say no. That is plenty for this thing. So let's head off into here. Because this thing does have a good working width, as you can see as it unfolds. I haven't used it that much on this map because I've been keeping up with the weeder that we already have. Let's raise this up, get it above the corn. Get around our tree. And we can take care of these weeds in no time. Just trying to make sure I get them all. Not one weed left behind, hopefully. So it looks like right about there. A little extra weed prevention never hurts anything. Not quite wide enough to get it all, but we will. As I focus on trying to hit the tree. That's too much of the tree you're hitting there, Peanut. I know, but it'll work out. Turn that one around. And I can see just a little bit underneath the tree, which is going to annoy me. That's way too close. But it worked. Alright, so how does this field look? That field looks good, so now I just come over here and clean up this mess. And then we should have no problem taking care of all the weeds that we need to. Nope, we can't quite see our livestock market field. That little hill that we have in front of us blocks our view. All right. I like the fact though how Giants did it, because when you use the other weeder that we're using, of course that's pulling out the weeds, so you don't see the weeds showing. But when you use herbicide, you're just killing the weeds. You're not pulling them up by the root, so the weed is actually still in the field, so you can kind of see where they're dead. I just like the way they did that. It's going to be interesting when I finally get around to seasons, because yeah, weeds are just going to grow in patches instead of, you know, taking over the entire field. I mean, eventually they will if you don't do nothing about it, but at first they'll just grow up in like little clumps and patches here and there. So I'm kind of hoping I can kind of get this done. I know our harvester is 80% full. I think that was the message I just saw. See if I can get this field done before, and that's my question answered right there, and that's a no. That's a negative, Blackbird. All right, well, we'll just finish this up. We'll pay. Our worker can take a break over there in the harvester for just a minute or so, because it's not going to take me too long to finish this job up. And I was thinking, geez, what can I do while we're still harvesting? And I thought, well, I can rent that wood chipper and go up and do that, but I really can't because I'm going to need a trailer to put the wood chips in. And obviously our truck and trailer are busy at the moment, so no. So it looks like I will be probably doing some fertilizing while they're still harvesting. And it's kind of weird how the time is just flying by today. It's already almost noon. So I hope the sunflower price is not moving at all. I don't know when the price crept up at night, but hopefully it stays there for a while before the price starts to go back down. And now I'm just going to waste some extra herbicide here just because I couldn't quite get the width the way it needed to be. And then it's got a couple of patches, one down the corner, and of course the famous cubby hole that we have. Now you can see this machine does not use that much herbicide, really. Alright, let's head on down to this corner. There's a small patch you need to take care of. And then I'll go up and take care of the combine harvester so you can get back to work. And then while he goes back to work, I'm going to grab the fertilizer spreader. I think I'll do the fertilizing spreading off camera. Let's turn that off. Yep, I was looking down at the keyboard and I ran into a fence, a hedgerow. So yeah, I'm going to take a jump cut right here. I'm going to take care of the harvester, like I said, put this away, grab the fertilizer spreader, and spread these two fields that we just put herbicide down so they're all set to go. And when we come back, hopefully I'll be somewhat near the end of harvesting. I got some other things I need to do as well, some small things. So yeah, I'll see you in just a little while as I back up terribly. I have just finished unloading the combine, and it's not quite a full trailer, but I wasn't going to sit around and wait for him to harvest more just so I can put an extra 4,000 liters in our trailer. So yeah, we're shy of 90,000 liters, but we're about, I would say, 2/3 of the way through harvesting the big field. So I should get maybe like another 30,000 liters, I hope, somewhere in there, around there, maybe even 40,000 liters. Let's go ahead and sell the sunflowers that we have. The price is still the same at $12.31. I think I said $12.38 before, but it's $12.31. Pushes us over the $200,000 mark. So $105,443 on that trailer. And like I said, hopefully I can get like another half trailer. I was really kind of shooting for, I think it was $350,000 is what we needed. I think we're going to come up obviously short of that unless we sell some milk. The milk price though is not that good now. Yeah, last episode we had the great demand and I could have sold it and I would have easily have been over at the mark, but maybe when that milk price goes back up again, it'll go higher than it was at the great demand. But we still have sunflower to harvest here, so who knows how much we'll get, but I don't think we got enough. I'll have to get more than a trailer's worth, that's for sure, and I don't have that here. I've been picking up some straw in the wheat field that I harvested that we didn't see last episode, but we should have. Yeah, I'm picking up the straw there. I'm going to put that into the Total Mix Rations mixer. I want to make sure we got enough food for our cows. And I can always take the straw out at a later time if I need to. And I was picking up because I wasn't going to come down here and spread some lime on the field. That's when I realized, oh crap, I haven't picked up the straw yet. As for our case Puma, you saw me do all the weeding with a sprayer, and then I went around with the artificial fertilizer spreader, and I just missed the exit to my field, the field here. Yeah, you can kind of see the case Puma off in the distance right there, where all this canola is. So all the fields down here are double fertilized and all set to go. So I shouldn't have to do any more work in these fields for a while. And obviously I'm in the Deuce Fire, which meant I went up and grabbed him. He was finished seeding sugar beet in the BGA field, as we're calling it. And the harvester's almost full again. Yes, keep getting full. Another 50,000 liters would be even better. So that's what I'm shooting for. I'm shooting for 50,000 to get us over $250,000 here. And then it's got to come up another $100,000 somewhere. I mean, I've been selling some manure, and actually today I've only sold manure at the BGA, so I'll get a little cash from that, and of course property income. But we are going to spend some cash. Put all that in there. Yeah, I need some silage here for now. Going to drop that off. Actually, let me go take care of this guy first. And then we're going to lease the animal trailer. I think it's like $700 to lease it for the first hour. I don't need it that long. We're going to go ahead and take care of buying our cows. Of course, the sooner we buy the cows, the sooner they'll start producing more milk, more slurry, more manure, which means more sales for me, which is all good for the farm. And then tomorrow, in tomorrow's episode, yeah, we're going to rent the wood chipper so I can go up into our grass fields and get rid of all those trees. That'll be a quick job. That thing munches up the trees pretty darn quick, and we'll throw the wood chips in here. And of course we'll sell the wood chips and hopefully get enough money back on renting that thing. I say we got about, what, maybe 10 to a dozen trees to take care of. Somewhere in that area. So I don't know how much wood chips I get per tree. I have no clue. And the only reason why I'm going to do that is because we got those, I want to say they're maple trees, but I don't know. Hop into this guy. Engine's still running. I think, no, that might be the Toll Mix Rations mixer running. Animal transport, and we're going to come on down here. Click on that. I'm not going to change anything on it. We're just going to go ahead and lease it for $765. Thank you very much. So I'm going to go ahead and pick that up, and we're going to start going and getting our cows, 10 each. So that's 40 cows. So that's good. We're going to spend $100,000, but we got the cash, and then the rest we earned from the rest of today and tomorrow. Hopefully we can get up to, I want to say it's $250,000 for the field I was looking at in the Pacific Northwest. Obviously, I can't check it from here. I could text Franks and find out what he knows about it. But I'll have to see what the farmer's selling it for when I get back to the Pacific Northwest, even if I come up with that much cash. But I felt good leaving the Pacific Northwest. And how much did we pay off that loan? We paid off a good amount of the money of that loan. I think like $500,000 or so. I already forgot what I paid off. But it was like $500,000 off that loan. So yeah, we started with a $50 million loan. Then went up to $55 million. Then we bought the farm and brought it down to where we owe the bank $50 million. And why am I headed to the BGA for? I don't know. I need to head to the shop. So yeah, I think we've almost paid off $1 million of that loan. But the good news is we bought a field last week when we were there, and hopefully when we go back we'll buy another field, which just means more fields, more cash coming in. And pretty soon, I mean, the Pacific Northwest can sustain itself, as we saw before we bought the farm. But now it's just going to be better that we're buying more fields and we're taking money from here and doing so. So on down to the animal or livestock market. I'll take the road here. And yeah, I'll bring it back when I've bought a good amount of cows. Finally, down here to buy the last set of cows. Only need 4 more. So not a full trailer this time. Yep, so I have spent $100,000 on cows, which brings us down to $106,000. Our harvest is almost done. See if I can show you here as I drive past. We're getting there. I think I got like 40,000 liters in the trailer, so I might get up to 55, 60,000 liters of sunflower. But it's been a while. It's been almost 4 hours since we delivered that first load of sunflower, so I'm going to guess the price is coming down on that. So it may not be as good of a payment, but luckily the price usually doesn't drop too fast in Farming Simulator 19, so keep our fingers crossed. We'll look here in a minute. I just want to get these cows up here. Our reproduction rate on the cows has dropped almost like 10 hours. I want to say somewhere in there. By adding 10 cows for each species of cow here, we dropped our production rate by 10 hours, which is not bad at all. Actually, it may not even reset yet. So if I go in here, so the black and white's 38 hours. No, it has reset. Yeah, so I think it was like 48 hours, so maybe a little bit more than 10 hours. I don't know. Somewhere in that area. So, yeah, we're going to reproduce cows a little bit faster. And, of course, obviously, yeah, they like when I bump the side door and I bring them on in. Yeah, so we're going to produce cows a little bit faster. And obviously, milk and all that other stuff a little bit faster. Let's unhitch that because I don't want that to freak out when I return it. Garage, leased items. That can be returned. Magically it returns. So now their total mixed rations look like crap. So I need to put some in there. The water and straw also could use a little bit of help. So yeah, 15 more minutes we'll get another cow, and we'll have 37 apiece. Our sheep, if you remember, I think we start with 42, so they've been reproducing rather well, and their reproduction rates down to 13 hours, 45 minutes, almost 2 a day. And, of course, chickens are maxed out. So, yeah, I need to feed the cows. What do I need to come in here? Oh, sunflowers. That price dropped a lot. Ooh, I think yeah, we're just going to have to store it. I'm not going to bother selling that sunflower until that price goes back up again, which is fine because, like I said, I'm not sure. I mean, obviously the price has dropped, so maybe tomorrow when we're doing other work, the price will go back up. Yeah, so that kind of stings a little bit, but we got to sell 1 load, so we do have some money in the pocket. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to definitely rent that wood chipper and go ahead to our grass field and take care of that. But what I need to do to finish off this episode is I need to finish the harvest in this field here, and like I said, we're going to put this all in the storage. That price surely did drop a lot more than I thought it would. But the good news is we got our cows, so they'll be producing milk. So maybe in the morning as well, the milk price will be going up, and maybe the sunflower price will go back up. I'm guessing the sunflower price won't get back up to the price it was. But even if it gets up to like 1100, 1150, somewhere in there, I'll be happy with it. We'll sell it. Keep our fingers crossed that the milk price goes up, so we can bring a lot of money back with us to the Pacific Northwest to buy some more land and really get that farm. We got a lot of fields, but yet we're using a lot of fields to make production for our animals, and mostly for the pigs. Yeah, the pigs. I've been on the pigs quite a bit for the past week and a half, 2 weeks or whatever. Yeah, no more pigs. I think I tried it with pigs. I mean, you can make money off the pigs, but very little. It seems like I'm not going to sit here and do the math thinking how much crop I got to give the pigs and how much I would lose from, I don't have the time to figure that all out right now. So I just know that it's not very profitable. Are you empty, sir? Yes, you are. So I'll get you at the other end, sir. Yes, I'm definitely thinking, why? No. You don't need to drive backwards. Why do you have to drive backwards all the way to the end of the field? Wow, see, that's what I understand. When he's done this a couple times in this field, when he gets to the last strip, he wants to back up all the way instead of just turning around and figuring it out. So you know what? We'll just harvest it ourselves. So a pretty good yield. So I didn't see how much I had in there. So just shy of 90,000 liters on the first trailer. And yeah, we got so maybe 50,000 on this one. So like 140,000 liters worth of sunflowers that we got out of here. Not bad at all. It's just unfortunate that the price dropped on sunflowers. But when I was bringing the cows up to their new pasture, I kept looking at the time like, wow, time is going by quick. I said, that sunflower price probably is dropping, but I didn't expect it to drop that far or that fast. So yeah, just fingers crossed. We wake up tomorrow morning and the prices are looking good on a few things. Mainly the milk and the sunflowers. And of course we got our 3 fields over there. Actually we got 4 fields that are planted. The sugar beet field is going to need to be weeded and refertilized one more time. And then I got all that silage. But we're going to see here in a minute, after I go ahead and store this sunflower away, we're going to bring our Volvo truck and trailer up to the cow farm, or the animal farm. And we're going to feed our cows some total mix rations. Because we just about, I don't want to say we doubled the amount of cows we had, but I don't remember how many. Let's see, we had 36 apiece. Probably added, what, 25-30% more cows to that barn. My math is probably way off right now because I don't really remember what we started with the cows per species right now. I mean, I could look into subtract 10 and go, oh yeah, we had like 36 apiece. Now we're up to 46 apiece. Alright, so I'm just going to leave the combine harvester here. Yeah, so I need another 150 grand. How about you turn the harvester off? That'd be wonderful. Trying to see the total, but that white color is on that. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm not going to say just shy of 150,000 liters. We're almost at 60. So maybe 145,000 liters. But we're going to bring this to our silo, dump it in there, and just call Windmill Hill and say, hey, look, the second trailer I thought I was going to bring to you with that price, no thanks. No thanks. So yeah, I'm thinking the livestock market field probably be good for soybeans next. Because I got canola planted, we got oats, corn, sugar beet. We just did sunflower. Yeah, so I think soybean would be a good choice. Yeah, so one thing about the silo, like I do like that Joskin trailer that we had at one point, but even if I had the Joskin trailer still, when he comes in here, he's going to tip. And yeah, that won't work. That won't work in here. If I ever do get enough more cash, which I'm sure we will at some point, I may buy another trailer, but I'll fight myself on that because, like I said, this series will be coming to an end sometime soon, so buying equipment doesn't seem like a right choice right now. But it's always fun to buy new stuff, isn't it? So who knows what I'll end up doing. I mean, I just bought cows, but at least the cows will reproduce more cows and give us milk and manure and slurry that I can all sell. I did fill up our little trailer with some manure so I can take care of... Oh, who put that there? What we do is... Just nudge that ahead, maybe. Can I? Alright, Peanut. How about you actually get out, hook up the Dude's Fire to it like you had before, and just move it out of the way. So now it looks like the cows need straw because I put 40 more cows in there, so they're going to need straw and water in the morning. I do have more straw to pick up. But since it's getting late into the evening, there we go. Now I'm under the pipe. Total Merc rations, I think we got 367,000 liters is what it said. And I think it's going to take a couple loads for sure. But the good news is once I fill them up now, they'll be good for like 10 days. So it gives me time to fill up the mixer again. But the question is, will I be here for 10 more in-game days? I mean, I got to prepare it like I will be. No sense to even looking to see if they need more, because obviously I know they're going to need more than this load here. Well, this will be the last load I can get a full trailer out of. This is the 4th load of Total Mix rations. I think I'll have like 7,000 liters left in the mixer, somewhere around there. The good news is if I got some left in the trailer, I can always go back to the mixer and just put it right back in. That's one thing I like about that mod. There's some Total Max Rations mixers that won't let you do that. Let's see if they take all of this as well. They got to be close. Okay. All right. They took it all. Well, they're pretty close to being full, but 514,000 liters of Total Mix rations. And another day and a half, we'll have 4 more cows. But we went from 27 to 37. Actually, it was 26 to 36 because we just got new cows. We just had some calves born. So, yeah, we upped the production quite a bit today. Yeah, so I'll have to give them some straw and some water in the morning, I think. And while I'm thinking about it, so we know the sunflower price isn't good. I was checking on the milk price. The milk price hasn't budged. So obviously we got milk and some sunflowers to sell. I also forgot, I got canola sitting around in here. 80,000 liters of canola sitting there. I kind of forgot about that. And the wheat we keep for the chickens. But a pretty good harvest here. Hopefully I get some cash from the BGA. Like I said, I think it was like, I needed like $250,000. The problem is, if I just get up to $250,000, that means I'll take every penny this farm has and fly back to the Pacific Northwest with it. And keep my fingers crossed that that's enough to buy the field that I want. But the Pacific Northwest should give me some cash as well when I get back there. It's hard to see how many all the cows are in the field here. But they're all here. Hope you're all enjoying your new pasture. Start producing some more milk for us. How much milk do we have? 174,000 liters. So you can imagine if that price gets up to 1,500. Yeah, that'll be a lot of cash to bring back to the Pacific Northwest. But we'll have to see what it's like in the morning. But for now, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. And I'll catch you next time on Mercury Farms. But until then, have a good one.